conjunction. For example, she visited her cousins. So based on our previous slide, she is the subject, visited her cousin. So visit is describing the process. That becomes a simple predicate. But here we have some more information, and met all their friends. So these two events which happened after her visit, if you put these ideas together, that becomes a compound predicate. So in this example, she is the subject and visited and met are the predicates joined by the conjunction and. And this is the way we can learn how to add more ideas to a sentence and express it properly. Let's have a look at some examples. So some more examples of compound predicates are as follows. The compound predicates in its italics in each example. He did homework and played video games. So here we have two set of events joined by and, did homework and played video games. She likes dolls but hates trains. So liking and hating, and we have a contrast indicator but in between. So these are the example of compound predicates over here. The mail was late but arrived later that evening. So the mail was late, first point, but arrived later that evening. Additional information, which is contrasting piece of information, becomes the compound predicate. He lives in Italy and speaks English and Italian. So he is the person which is common for both the events over here. Lives in Italy plus he speaks English and Italian. So that becomes the compound predicate over here. We completed the project and won a prize. So completing the project and winning the prize, two events, two actions put together becomes your compound predicate. She slept in and was late for work. So she slept in, because of that what happened, she got late for the work. So we are putting two information and one is causing the other in this case. So that's the compound predicate over here. Now let us look at a complete predicate. A complete predicate is the verb that shows the action and also the modifying phrase that completes the thought. Basically everything in the sentence that isn't the subject is a complete predicate. Let's take an example. Everybody who is sitting in this class is preparing for an examination in which they expect to do really well. So here everybody is what we are talking about, that becomes the subject, and each and every idea added after that is an information which is modifying and describing everybody, and that becomes a complete predicate. Some examples of complete predicates are as follows. The complete predicate is underlined in this case. She, the subject, is dancing on stage for the first time. So here is dancing on stage plus that is being modified by the information for the first time. So this complete set of information becomes your complete predicate. My family, the subject, is arriving early tomorrow. So here is arriving early tomorrow is the complete predicate. She was upset for a long time over the breakup. So if you read the sentence like this, no, she was upset, it still gives you meaning. Now she was upset for how long? Additional information, for a long time. Over what? Over the breakup. So we have all possible informations put together, and that makes it a complete predicate over here. I have been studying for hours. So I have been studying for hours. We have information about how long did I study. So that makes it the complete predicate. We are going to the movies later. So we are going to the movies later is adding the point, the time when we are going to go. So that becomes a complete predicate. My parents just finished repainting their house. So my parents just is explaining the time, finished what? Repainting their house. So this underlined portion becomes the complete predicate. You were visiting us this time last year. So you were visiting also gives us meaning that yes, you were visiting. Whom? Us, obviously. When did you visit? This time last year. So when we are putting lot of information and expressing it in one sentence, whatever minus the subject, it becomes your complete predicate. So I hope that all of you have understand the basics of sentence formation, what is a subject and what is a predicate. So let us frame some sentences based on the information provided and practice as much as possible. In the next video, we'll be learning some more interesting things. Thank you very much.